Hey, so we are going to be talking about exercises that help our belly dance movement. I am a firm believer that when you condition the body, the dancing will come more easily. You'll feel safer in your body. You'll feel more prepared. You'll feel more stable, balanced, all of these things. So the two movements that we're really going to be focusing on today are strengthening this muscle in the front right here, and then how that associates with belly dancing. So the movement that I'm thinking of for belly dancing is anytime we lift our leg. So when we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When we do Saidi steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and doing all of these movements that require you to actually physically pick up the leg. Another movement that you'll also recognize as having to lift up the leg is when we do an arabesque movement, but the leg is in the front, so coming like this. Anything that causes us to actually pick up the leg and start to move. So I see a lot of my students actually for body conditioning. I get these questions all the time. And like you saw in the description and the disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional. You need to be seeking that advice of yours first before you start to just get into any kind of fitness or exercise routine. This is super important that your body is cleared and safe to progress forward with these exercises. So I'm just speaking from my personal experience and my routine when I have seen a personal trainer, when I've been to physical therapy, exercises with my family, all of this stuff. So this is, in my experience, things that have helped really strengthen my body. So the one that we're going to be really working on today is this hip muscle in the front right here. So whenever we lift right here, using this, if you put your hand right here on your body and you start lifting, you'll feel this cartilaginous tissue right underneath your skin. So you're going to feel that really engaged. So this allows our hips to extend and flex and do all of that goodness. But when we start to lift in dance, this is used quite a bit. So we want to make sure that we are really body conditioning to get all of that in, especially when you're drilling for a long amount of time. So one of the first things that we're going to do is we're just going to warm up the body. Because if you've been in any of my classes, we warm up. We don't dance cold. It's just not a great habit to start off with, even though when we feel like when we were younger, we could do it. Not the case. It's just not healthy really for anybody to dance cold, more prone to injury alongside many other things. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to take it side to side. I was going to start with the step tap, but we're going to just allow ourselves to shift our weight back and forth, okay? And as we do that, we're just slowly and gently bending the knee, right? So as I'm bending my knee and I'm bearing my weight into that leg, I'm just paying attention that my weight is over my heel. I'm not leaning into the balls of my feet. That puts more pressure on our knees. So I'm weighted back here right now. Super, super important. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I'm going to kind of punch it to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, reach up. 1, 2, 1, 2, punch, 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 punch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, hit side. 2, 3, 4. And I'm not like seriously going for a punch. I'm warming up, right? So we're just getting some really nice soft movement in our body and starting to stretch out those muscles and everything else, getting some fluid going in the joints, right? Boom, 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 Breathe. Ah, yes. Punch it down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to mid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We're going to start pedaling our feet back and forth. Some of this is good to just remind yourself of mechanics of your body when you actually dance, right? If I keep my head level as we're warming up, we use this all the time. We use our legs as the shock absorber, right? In order for us to get movement that doesn't cause our head to bounce, right? Because if I do like this, my head bounces. But if I just really jet my knees forward and lift and pedal my feet, my height and my level stays more stable. So a lot of this translates into dance. It's now connecting it and noticing that difference. Okay, so I'm just gonna step out a little bit more to the side. Good, and a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna rock side to side. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Okay, one of the movements that I love is this full body movement where you step over, around the arms, touch down. So you're gonna go as low as you're comfortable, right? There's no pressure to do this to its fullest extent. You gotta listen to your body at all times, right? If anything brings on pain, you stop immediately, reevaluate what's happening, and then either don't carry forth with the exercise or alter it to make it work for you. So I love this because you start to really feel the stretching and movement through your spine, your core, your hips, which is where we're gonna be working today, right? And then going through all of this. Yeah. We get super excited. Here and here. Good. Keep it going. Let's do 3 more. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. So now we're gonna start to just warm up more of our hips, okay? So we're just gonna have gentle sits back, like you're about to sit on your couch or you gotta go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna just slightly sit, come up, slightly sit, come up. 1, 2, and we're just getting more activation into that area. And you'll notice I sit back. I'm not sitting straight down. This activates different parts of our body. I want us to come back and push up. You'll feel it right underneath your butt. 1, push through the heel as you come back up. 2, 3, 4. We're really working this joint so it just gets more and more warmed up. And with time, we're gently just sitting down further and further, making sure our knees are in alignment over our toes. So we don't want to buckle in like this, and we don't want to roll out like this. It really is just coming in line between your big toe and your third toe. Yay. And you're just sitting and sitting and sitting. Good. One more. So now we're gonna do our leg lifts for this hip extension and hip flexing muscle that we have on the front of our body. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna just gently lift from the knee first. And we're gonna start at a lower height and then work our way up. And remember, these movements are to condition our body for dance to get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push off. Push off. Right? And really feeling the strength here and being able to even do that for like 5 minutes straight. Yeah. So we're gonna lift. You're gonna be balanced on your left leg. You also see if you have a lot of stability or not in this case, you're gonna lift just a little bit from the knee. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, 4, 8 times, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already start to feel it because it's really concentrated work. Switch other side, 5, 6, 7, here we go. And you may start to feel it too already. If not, no worries. We're gonna be taking it up higher. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This side. Now we're gonna take it a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find stability. 6, 7, 8, and higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got this. And now all the way. 1, 2, point your toe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Can you start to feel it work? I can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back down, lower. So now we're gonna go, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Level 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love that staircase feeling when you go and you're leveling up and then leveling back down, because you want to understand where you can stop your body and where you can use it, but also that longevity and still doing these small micro movements. 7, 8. Level 1, 1, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got this. 5, 6. Relax your arms. You can put it in different positions. 7, 8. Shake it out. Do you feel that working? It is a very controllable exercise, and that you can go as high as you want with the knee and as low as you want, and do as many as you need to and build up that stamina and that conditioning with the exercise. So there's no, you have to be here or you got to get there now kind of deal, right? You want to work your way up into it. That's the point. We're body conditioning. We're conditioning it to get to a certain spot. So when you're doing these 1, 2, 3, 4, this is strengthened and it feels effortless when you start to dance versus 1, 2, oh shiz, right? Trying to balance and trying to work all of that muscle. It's great for balance, stability, and conditioning right here to get used to and really exercise that muscle. You can always extend your leg and create that dynamic too of 1, 2, 3, and then continue to come up. You can also do that as well, but my suggestion is to really start at the beginning and get a baseline for where you are. So with this exercise, let's recap, right? Warm up the part of the body that you're about to do. Listen to your body at all times, right? If something is bringing on pain, you need to stop and reevaluate to make sure this is the right exercise for your body, given that you've already got your medical clearance from your medical professional to continue forth with doing exercises such as these. Then after that, we went into the exercise, tapering it at level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back down 3, 2, 1. Notice where it starts to get difficult or challenging. And then once you feel really, really solid in that, you take it up a notch to the straight leg. And then after that, you can add exercise bands. You can add ankle weights. You can add different kinds of weights where you place it behind the knee. That one you have to be conscious that you don't straighten your knee and then the weight drops, right? So there's so many ways to start upping the level and really increasing the strength there for yourself to really replicate, which is what we want to do, replicate the movement that we do in dance. So let me know how these exercises go. I'm very curious to see how it goes for all of you and if it helps your stability and movement while you're doing those leg lifts.